What's up, everyone? We have a fun day of gathering and enhancing. Not exactly sure if I'm gonna be able to manage getting that PEN Preonne Ring, but hey, we're gonna try our luck and hopefully I might just get lucky, but I don't know. This is not gonna be a long session. Unfortunately, my wife is closing, so it's just gonna be a short little gathering session. I'm already geared up. I need to buff up before I really do anything. And I think today I'm gonna go with a different alchemy stone. We're gonna go with the better drop rate today. All right, and make sure we get our title and everything all set up. We should be good to go after that. All right, and there. Should be good. We have all of our buffs active already, all the ones that we can. Ooh, wrong one. We have to be skinning. Oops, my bad. Much better. Now, I don't know how much money I'm going to be able to make today. I don't really have a goal. I just know that I'm going to try to make back a little bit of the money that I spent on the Crons that we're going to be using for enhancing. I know I might pity tap this stupid Preonne, and if that's the case, I might try to tap up the other ring that I have, or I might settle on just going for the tools and dumping in the Cron attempts on that. Hopefully I can get those millennial ginseng, at least one of them. I doubt it. We've been out here for a while and we've yet to get anything. Come on, come on. Kind of hoping for a slightly bigger group. Just a little bit. Yeah, I have a late little stream, unfortunately. I had internet issues and now we got everything working, but I will be streaming our BitCraft online later. I am slowly getting everything needed to get my settlement upgraded, and I've been working a lot on my gear, trying to get the crafting gear. I'm going to go with probably a T3 set of crafting gear and try my luck finishing out the belt for my gathering. I'm not really sure because I could just put all the money and the attempts into getting my T3 gathering, or just wait until I have the T4, but ooh, I gathered the wrong thing. I'm just a little all over the place. I'm scattered. Don't gather that fruit tree. We don't need it. We're here for the lizard. Here, lizard. How many is there? Oh, two. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get lucky with the minigame and proc the ginseng. Finally get lucky after all that time waiting. And I have 3k crons on me. I am ready. I am so pumped. I can feel it in my bones. We are going to pity tap a ring today. Unfortunately, I'm at 13 out of 14 on the ring. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and attempt that. We'll attempt one, maybe the full pity tap, but let's go ahead and cron it up so we don't lose it, and let's try our luck. There goes nothing. It's gonna feel bad if I get it, and yeah, I feel bad for getting it because I was so close to pity tapping it. That's funny. Told you, I'm gonna feel bad if I get it. And I guess because we got that, I can go ahead and try the other ring. Again, I know it's not going to go through with that 11% chance, but hey, we were able to get that one, right? And the fail. There it is. There it is. Which I already knew. But we got a pen, and my mastery is now at 2.535. Fully buffed? Yeah, fully buffed. Well, as fully buffed as I possibly can be. Oh, you didn't die? Yeah, I can take you down too. Now I have to make back all that money, and I haven't been getting lucky on my fishing, unfortunately. I got nothing. No fish, no ranking, absolutely nothing. I was going for the red fish over here on NA, which, if you guys were not aware, is the blue angel that can be found over there in the Valanos Island region. And I got this stupid blue octopus. I mean, I needed it. I needed the title, but like, still, like, I was kind of hoping for the ranking. Like, I really, really wanted it, but unfortunately, there is no go for me. Go ahead, collect our windmill that I've been selling. I sold 25 to go ahead and make back just a little bit of money and not really touch my supply. I was like, might as well. I'm not going to pop any energy, but I will go ahead and pop my Villa Scroll while I still have it. I have 10 hours remaining on it, and it is done. Which is fine, I don't really care. Come on. Come on. So in the 10 hours, I have to go ahead and get these sold, and then it is all straight, like, I guess, NPC interaction instead of relying on the central market to make any and all of my money. It'll be a little bit different because I'm not being, like, able to go ahead and list it, and I'm not going to waste my loyalty and save it for the one day when I can go ahead and unlock the other account-wide unlocks, you know, like storage and things like that. Like, yeah, it'll be a little inconvenient, but, well, I mean, it is what it is, right? It's like either pay $40 a month and be able to make 30% extra silver on the central market, or not pay the money and deal with the NPC interactions. Ooh. Guess I'm gonna have to settle for the NPC interactions, which is fine. If anyone has ever tried to do a whole Iron Man account, like, you know the frustrations of only being able to deal with, like, the Imperial turn-ins or blah, blah, blah. Come on, I don't want to mine. We're at 563 energy. Not too bad. And the goal with the skin is I will go ahead and process down the T1s into the T2, but I won't go any further because I feel like that might be a loss. I'm going to have to check the prices and find out if it's going to be a loss going ahead and processing them down or just selling them straight outright. But I feel like, you know, at least getting them up to the T2 should, I think, make me a little bit more money. We'll find out. Hope you guys are enjoying your week in Black Desert. Hopefully the update that's coming out on Thursday will include the seed bag, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt anything that was in the Global Lab will be on there this week, so no, I'm kind of curious about it, but still, even if the seed bag comes in, it's not really a huge, update. It's a bag that can hold seeds, not really. Ooh, that exciting. I wish it was. I really, really wish there was something more, but it's only a bag, and the ability to go ahead and use your alts to cycle through, like re-rolling your workers without having to actually log into them and interact with the worker supervisor like that, which is great, but still just kind of minor. It's not a whole new system. It's not like, I don't know, a whole different region or anything. It's just a small quality of life update. So I'm feeling indifferent on it, to be honest with you. That's right. I need get over here, or no, gather around. Make this easier for myself. Much better. And then deal with that straggler. Or stragglers. Alright, come on. 5 build. If I can get that, I'm instantly selling it because I only have 5 hours. Or no, hold on. No, sorry. It's only the stable slot and my wharf slot, which I really don't care about. I really, really don't. I made sure to overcompensate over there in Krone just for this. And I'm pretty sure I got the free Velia wharf slots too, just to go ahead and make sure I could get any carracks or any extra ships back in the day, but never really done anything with it. So I don't really have to worry too much about it. That's why I'm not panicking or really minding my value pack leaving. Like, I made sure to prepare. I put in enough pearls to go ahead and at least give myself a comfy free-to-play experience. Oh, damn, I aggro that damn crab, which is annoying as fuck. It's not going to damage me. It's just really, really annoying. We have one more ring to go, and I can finally move on to trying to get the Tri-Manus for all of my alts. It's going to be a great time. Great time as soon as I get that last pen. It's all I need. Oh, and to increase how much weight I have, let's go ahead and see. Weight limit. Yeah, I can just throw that on. That'll increase my weight by at least 100. It's not a lot, but hey, that plus 100 does make a difference when you're out there gathering, getting a lot of those heavy resources like, the skin or those rocks and shit. Whoa. Whoa. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing some road building in my BitCraft tonight. Maybe doing some road building, or I might deal with farming. I'm getting to the point where I am 2 pieces away from completing my crafting gear and 1 belt from completing my stupid little gathering at least to T2. I'm going to try to go ahead and get the money after my gathers or crafters close to go ahead and start upgrading my gathers to T3. I don't think I can do T4 yet, but T4 is also really expensive. I think I could probably buy an uncommon T3 shirt. It's not rare, but at least it'll go ahead and get me started with my faster crafting. Oh, I thought you were gonna aggro. Wrong lizard. Wrong lizard. Alright, come on, come on. That's it. It's really all that showed. It's like getting a party started, inviting all of your friends, like 50 friends, and only 3 of them show up. Like, really? That's it? Come on, get lucky, get lucky, get lucky. I haven't bothered checking the price of the hard hide, which I know, silly me, I should probably be checking the value before dedicating all the time to go ahead and gather for it. But your boy just ran out here and was like, that's what I'm going to gather for. Get more of the black gem fragments to make more of the concentrated, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, yeah, that's where I'm going to be. All right. So let's take a quick gander at the price and find out. God damn it. All right, not too bad, not too bad. We got hard hides with nothing in stock, but is there anyone buying? Yeah, people are buying. 1,000 is 50.5, but if I go a little bit higher, would it be worth it? That's the real question. And to help out with that, let's check out Videolytics while we gather and find out if it's going to be worth going ahead and processing that down, which I don't know. I don't know. Might be the soft hide that is the one that's like worth going ahead and processing it down, but we'll check out the crafting and the cost of everything. Let's see. Videolytics. Dust Fallen, Tessellate, or Dawn Fallen, Tesseladen, Enchanted one. Nope. Let's go to page 2. Alright, Supreme Hard Hide. Supreme Soft is making more money, but for the ingredients that go into it, I can't justify it. Ooh, I thought I was going to hit that. No luck. Alright, let's check. Nope. Still nothing. Alright, next one. I don't think it's going to be making me a lot of money. Fine, hard. Yeah, fine, hard. Could make me money. Crafting costs 239. Crafting profit 389. Yeah, we'll go ahead and process that down into the fine hard hides and get that sold. All we need is like what? Maybe 1K. Probably around 2K, and we met our quota for the day. And if I play my cards out right and I burn my energy a lot faster and do a lot more gathering, I should be able to do that within the 2 hours that I have for the allotted time today. And then after for BitCraft, we should be on a little bit longer. Like I said, I'm thinking about building roads. Getting other little settlements connected. Like today, I might become a wanderer. I'm not sure. A nomad road builder. I'm curious on if the update tomorrow is going to have anything like game changing, or if it's just updating the code, getting everything working out more smoothly. Because I am kind of curious about the whole player housing element. Like, I'm kind of hoping there'll be a lot to go ahead and sink my teeth into with it. But again, the only thing that is on the details is just an update or a database update. So I don't really think it's going to be anything like game changing tomorrow. Probably just stability, which is all right. Like literally, it's only week 3. Like week 3 of the early access, so I can't really say, oh, they've been like in early access for several months and they haven't added anything to the game. Like we're still way too early for that shit. Like it's only week 3, beginning of week 3. I only know because I still have to make my week 3 update video that should be coming out probably tomorrow, like later in the night. What's up, Amag? How you doing? Tapped up PEN Preonne today, which kind of bittersweet. I was 13 out of 14 on it and got it on the 13. Like I was low-key expecting it to go ahead and pop on the pity, which would still feel bad anyway because I wasted all of those attempts to hit that pity. So it was like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. I mean, it's great, but like, really, 13 out of 14, you couldn't have gone before then, and I went ahead, put another attempt into the last ring that I need to go ahead and get the pen. After I get all of them up to pen, I'm going to move on to getting my ults up to their Tri-Manas. You know, just trying to find other things to do while I'm waiting for any meaningful life skilling updates to come out for Black Desert. It's funny because, like, you would think, you know, because the game has been out for so long, I wouldn't be running out of things to do, but because I've been playing the game for so long, I'm running out of things to do, which is why I'm playing other games, like other new MMOs that are coming out. Like, even though that they're in early access and there's not a lot to do, it's like the same feel that I have right now currently in my life skilling career. Like, I'm running out of things. Like, I'm running out of gear to tap, all of it. Oh yeah, the +5 silver embroidered. I'm still waiting on any news on that. Still waiting for any news, anything to be posted up in the global lab so we at least have an idea of what they're planning. I mean, their little screenshots, their rough ideas really doesn't, like, tell me if it's, like, the +5 stats being moved on the Manos or the base or anything. Just here's what we're gonna do and no time frame. So, you know, what's up, Silver? How you doing? Welcome back. I just tapped up a PEN Preonne Ring and I'm out here collecting the lizard hide for just trying to make back the money. I did poorly on my fishing. I was trying to get any of the rankings, but I didn't get ranked for the red grade fish. I was trying for the blue angel over there in the Balanos region, but silly me didn't realize that there was 2 of the new prize grade fish over in the table that I was fishing in. So instead of getting the blue angel, I unfortunately got the blue ringed octopus instead. So I didn't get the ranking, and I'm still waiting to go ahead and find out if I'm gonna be able to place this week for the red grade fish. I might move on to the blue grade and the yellow grade to at least get the gray box, but I want to get the red grade out of the way. You know, finally get that ranking, and I can focus on getting the yellows or the blues, because the blues and the yellows are a lot easier to get, and people can go ahead and rank them up a lot faster than, you know, going for the red one. So I was like, the plan was to first go for that, but now I'm starting to rethink my life decisions. And then in BitCraft Online, I am getting my gear put together. I decided to do a little trading, dabble in the money making, and I went ahead, bought my uncommon T3 hands, legs, belt, and I'm waiting to get the shirt and hat. Got the gemstones, but don't even know. Go work in the end. Yeah, I have no idea what they're even doing. All I know is we're just gonna get the silver embroidered merged, and we're gonna get compensated with new crystals. How we're gonna build them up, they said is like the Kazarad or whatever, but again, we're waiting for the global lab to know anything, just any little piece of information other than whatever little or not even demonstration, but mocked up idea that they had in the background. But yeah, like, I'm just trying to bide my time until any meaningful life skill update. Like, I've been playing for so long that I'm running out of things to do. Like, I'm running out of gear to tap. I'm just, you know, just here. Don't know if you need to go for the sailing cloth, because that's 6 already. If you already have the 6, you should be good. What's up, Bly? How you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, if you already have the amount, then you should be fine. Once you get those crystals slotted, you're good to go. You just have to make sure you have the 6 available in your crystal storage, which I should probably check mine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of mine, which I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get rid of this one and probably take out these depending on my little setups, but you'll have to make sure you have at least the 6 little crystal slots for the new one until they go ahead and merge the life crystals together, which I have a little sneaking suspicion that they might go ahead and do it all at once to go ahead and consolidate the crystal slots, you know, the storage and all. I'm not too sure though, because again, we have no real information on it. Yep, and that will be the next problem. So I'm wondering, like, how are they going to go ahead and do that? Focus on your grinding gear, tap duo to try on 2 god armors, tap belt and rings to hex. Nice, nice. And bought a pen black star offhand. Oh yeah, looking like you're upgrading there. Getting ready for Adania. I'm just a little concerned and worried about the new elixirs that are going to be coming out for that region, because that's apparently the only mention for life skill that they said that will be able to make the new consumable. But are we going to be able to go out there and gather for it? Or is it going to be like in Odalita where you have to go out into the grinding zones to get the stupid Tauro's blood or the Tauro heart? Because if that's the case, your boy's not even gonna bother with that life skilling, and I'm gonna have to, I guess, try to find a new game to life skill in. You know, like at that point, what do us life skillers really get? Like, ooh, new region. Woo. I just caffered up my boots a little bit, but other than that, I'm not really focused on any of the mob grinding gear, because again, it doesn't really give me anything for my life skills. And yeah, I know I could make the money, but my RNG is so bad that I go out there and I mob grind and I don't get the drops and I don't get the money. So at that point, like, there's really no motivation for me, like, at all. Like, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, well, I guess I just don't. Like my flow ring. Yeah, it'd be great to have a pen flow ring, but, you know, I put the attempts in when I get the hammers. If I don't, I'm not putting money into the Crons. No. It's way too much to go ahead and do that. And for what? What does it do for my life skill? Like, I can already one-shot anything that I need to go ahead and skin, butcher, or fucking blood. You know, last time I checked, I'm not having to take down a world boss wearing my gathering gear for a gathering event or anything of the such. So, you know, like, like, if I get the materials to go ahead and tap them, I'll go ahead and do it, but there's just really no motivation for it. Like, at all. Including with the new region. Because I have a suspicion it's going to be like Ulakita. There's very, very minor, same little area monsters and things that you can go ahead and kill. Like the little matchlock hunting. Ooh, so great. But the same and or less amounts than over there in the Mountain of Eternal Winter region. Like, I have a feeling just it's going to be like that. And then maybe months, half a year to a year down the line, they'll go ahead and add worker nodes. Ooh. So I'm like, I really need to start focusing on finding a game that I can go ahead and... Whoops, damn it. I can go ahead and life skill in. And I don't know. So far, it's looking like... It's looking like I'm going to stick with my BitCraft. Or trying out any other new game that comes out. Like, I would love to do RuneScape, but it's a little bit too pay to win for me, you know? Like, RuneScape, or old school, and I can jump back into that. It's just, I kind of need to pay for the sub to really, really enjoy it. Kind of like Eve. Like, I jumped into Eve online earlier, and I'm like, half of my hangar is locked off by needing the sub, and 75% of the activities that I was currently doing is locked off by needing the sub. So I'm like, okay, I'm not really going to be able to enjoy that. Now I'm like, you know, trying to find another game I can go ahead and sit there and life skill in. If Ultima Online was more, had more players in it to make me actually feel like it was populated, I'd go ahead and jump into that because, you know, I do love the old school gathering and crafting feel and just the player economy, how the players interacted and blah, blah, blah with one another. It's just, that game is so old that I'm pretty sure people would rather jump into EverQuest than, you know, Ultima. So I'm on a slippery slope on what game to go ahead and which MMO to sink time into if like Black Desert's really not going to add anything meaningful for their life skills. Just trying to find that one. Like, I could play Palia. Like, I do have an account on there and I did put some time onto it. It's just I really, really need to get that gathering and crafting in a MMO feel out of the way. Like, I need to scratch that itch. That old Arc Age itch. Like, before the economy got ruined here, like, probably like 2007 or 17, mid, like, 2019, like, right after the Mastery update. After that, straight downhill. All right, hold on. We got to go do some Nuvi real fast. Yeah, I was able to get a box last time. We might as well go ahead and try our luck, see if we can't get something else. Because I know you guys always question if I do any type of mob grinding or anything other than hugging trees and baking fucking bread. But yeah, I do. Let's go take down a dragon. Yeah, I think once I lose my sub and all of that, I can go ahead and shift focus on what I'm doing in the game instead of solely focusing on the value in the central market, what I can make if I was to sell it and blah, 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 because unless I go ahead and I pay that $40 a month, I will always be making 30% less on the central market. So I have to really start accounting for the actual like NPC interaction. I have to start, you know, thinking about turning that item into an actual progression or piece of progression or something of the such, you know? There you are. Like with my my trade crates, you know, putting the resources and everything into the trade crates instead of the value cost and blah blah blah. Is my fairy out? No, my fairy's not out. That's why. I'm like, why is my health not regenning? Arcade was such a fucking masterpiece. It was. And I'm sad that they fucking ruined it. They killed it off. Beta 3 was like the best beta test that I've ever done for any type of MMO. BitCraft is doing really good with their early access, so I will say that. I mean, for me personally, I know a lot of players are like, well, you're not going to have anything to do, or once you build your settlement, there's nothing else to do. I mean, there's a lot for me to still do, and I want to be a part of that group that helps shapes the game, you know? But yeah, nothing has compared to Arcade. And it's sad because they had potential to go ahead and compete with Black Desert. They really did, and they dropped it. They dropped it at Beta 2 between... Well, they were dropping the ball between Beta 2 and Beta 3, and then they really killed it Beta 4, and then the release just put that final nail in the coffin. But I loved the game. I loved everything about it. Until the Chinese bots came in and took all of the property. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like, when Black Desert first came out and Arcade was, they released their little early, their little beta test and everything, I stopped playing Black Desert to do their little beta test, and then I sat there and I sunk a lot of time into it after the fact. Like, I took a break from Black Desert when the release came out to go ahead and, you know, see what the game had to offer, and they just, oh, they killed it. They really killed it. And at one point I was playing Black Desert and Arcade at the same time because everything was just cash shopped, and then they made it so easy that you could go ahead and earn all of the cash shop currency that you needed in game to basically buy out all, like, everything in the cash shop. So it lost the fun fact. That was before Unchained. That was like when they brought out the Super Library update to help out with the lack of Arceum dust because they killed their own, like, economy. We're gonna go ahead and help you guys out. We know that the economy is really bad and everyone needs Arceum dust, so we're gonna put it on the cash shop, and then, you know, blah blah blah. Like, it was so good until they killed it. Oh yeah, I used to love sport fishing. It even made me go out and get my fishing boat just to go ahead and increase how much money I was making with my sport fishing. Like, I was making more money just interacting with the game itself than the whole player trading and blah blah blah. Like, that was one game where they really understood the assignment, but the bag really killed it for them, you know, the need for it. Whoops. All right, where's your body at? Where's your body at? I really need to buy feed. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because apparently I don't have any. Now, hopefully this does not vanish before I have a chance to loot it because it's not letting me. Where's my feed? Here, just eat something. Thank you. And basically trash, just trash, trash, trash. What's that chilling fragment? Just trash, trash, trash. Yeah, Arcade had the best fishing, the best like trading, like crate trading, just trading in general. Like their life skills were, like I said, spot on. Like it was what life skilling should be in an MMO. They killed it with the wanting more money. They just killed it with just wanting more money, not being able to combat the bots and wanting to get that bag. They killed it. But everything about it just really enticed me when I seen the trailers and the early gameplay on their life skills and everything. Sold. It was like Black Desert, but with different mechanics, and I really had to try it. I really had to jump into it, and Beta 3 really fucking sold me. Like, really sold me. I got in at the tail end of Beta 2, and, you know, by Beta 4, I was like, all right, I'm getting the inkling that it's going to go downhill from here and release just straight downhill. I did my first free month. You know how they always offer the 3-month subscription and blah, blah, blah to really enjoy it like back in the day. So I enjoyed my first month, and within like a minute of the servers going live, we got everyone who rushed over to the player lots, and the Chinese bots had already taken them instantly. And then they got the server announcement like everything was taken, but they had ran scripts and shit to, you know, if a plot went ahead and expired, a bot would be able to scoop it up within the first 10 seconds of the plot expiring. So you had people sitting there at a plot just waiting, and bot taken. Like as soon as everything would pop up like it was abandoned, the NPC would the Chinese bot would already take it. Like, god damn. And I know there is no hope for this new Arcade coming out. I'm sorry, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but like there's nothing to come from it because I know the head guy is gone. The original guy, he's no more. Best way is going to be over there at the sniper hunting. You get the highest chance of getting actual concentrated black gems. Not to mention you get all of the prerequisites too. You get it a lot better than the matchlock, fluid collecting, any type of life skill. So go over there, get your sniper hunting rifle, and head out to the Land of the Morning Light. You're able to pick up like 10, 20 at a time. Get lucky, get 4 here, 4 there. So what's to be expected from Nexon games? Yeah. Like I said, there's no hope for the new Arcade because I know the head dude is gone, and knowing Nexon, I know how their modern games are, and there's no place for like OG Arcade in the current modern landscape. Let's face it, no one wants a tab target, life skilling, live your life in this type of game. People want action. People want a carbon copy of New World. And if you talk bad about it, you are now deemed a horrible abomination upon the internet, and you don't know what a beta test really is. You know, that's what people want. People don't want Arcade. You know, they just want the same garbled up, just copied nonsense from something that's already failing. Wondering why it's failing. Oh, well, maybe this one would be a better time. Like everyone going into Bellator's, maybe this game will be the one. I swear it'll be better than Chrono. It'll be the one game to end them all. How many videos a year can you fucking stand to see? Like, how many times can a trader do the same title on a game that is probably going to end up the same way as all of the other 4 titles? The Black Halibut. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll look up a couple areas for you real fast. All right, fishing regions. Black Halibut. You're going to be fishing over there in Lower Margoria. If there's any other place for it. Yeah, no. That'd be the best spot. The only spot. Yeah, after double checking, the only spot is the Lower Margoria. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Was that one of the ones that were added, right? After? You can fish over there at, Aquala's Eye, right? So yeah, you got Lower Margoria, or you can fish in the Rossi, aka over at Aquala's Eye. Okay, I forgot about that. I even made a video, like, spotlight on all of the new fish that they were added. Oh, motherfucks and the shit-ass bitches on a goddamn shit stick. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. What's up, Caroline? How you doing? What's up, Prof? We're out here just trying to make a little bit of money back after tapping up our PEN Preonne Ring and throwing one attempt into going ahead and getting another pen. Obviously, we failed. But I have to make back at least 8.5 bill that I put into it. I'm going to start out with getting the lizard hide. It's going to be a short Black Desert stream today, but I will be on later for the BitCraft Online. I'm just running out of things to do with our life skilling. You know, I'm waiting for meaningful updates to come out for our life skills, and I'm not talking about a little quality of life update. I'm not talking about a little map change where it changes the information that's given out to you. You know, like, what's my current fishing mastery? Oh, let's check. I'll do that just for you. Let's find out what our current fishing mastery is. Because that's all I literally do. Because I normally fish with the Blacksmith's Blessing, so there's no mastery there. So let's take a look. 2.6k. That's all. Nothing too extreme, but like I said, I don't really fish with like the nibbles. I don't fish with anything that really adds my mastery. I fish with the durability reduction. So, and that's why I'm only showing with the clothes and the chair. And I'm already using the crystal preset for mastery, like full mastery minus the energy. So technically not full mastery, but damn near close to it. One last ride, arcade private servers doing very well when it dropped, but came out, guy was running it. Was cheating for his one side and killed. Yeah, I used to be a pirate that would sell or not a pirate. I used to sell to the pirates to go ahead and wage war on my side. It was a lucrative business going ahead and paying people, or I guess making money off of people waging war on your own side. Oh, I did lie. I do fish with my fishing buffs. So 2.7k. The only time I'm ever AFK fishing out there is when I have my Marvelous Balic lunchbox and my Deep Blue title draft. And before anyone sits there and claims, no, it is not sustainable, you cannot sit there and fish with your Marvelous Balic's lunchbox popped all the time and your Deep Blue. Let me stop you right there. Let me go ahead and put a cork in your mouth real fast and show you the 17 Deep Blue title drafts, which, you know, as the tooltip says, will last 600 minutes. And usually if you're sleeping, you know, it'll only take one of these a day to go ahead and get through your AFK session. So, oh, damn. Looking like I have the 17 there. I got 19 in my bag. I got another 5 to make up there. Not to mention, I got the almost 20 Marvelous Balics in my bag. And, oh yeah, it is an Elton. And I have another 26, and ooh, just like the tooltip says, it'll only take 1 a night. So that looks like that's a little over a month worth of fishing buffs that I can go ahead and pop consistently. So, you know, yeah, I normally buff, like fully buff up, and I fish with the durability reduction. But that's why I told you guys, I made sure that I would be nice and comfy whenever all of my subs whenever they expire, because I'm not going ahead and I'm not resubbing. I will free to play this shit. And that's all. I didn't buy any of that. I crafted it all up. I've done the fishing contest. I've documented my whole entire journey over there on my community tab in every little live stream that we've done to sit there and prove to you guys, like, yeah, you can go ahead and get all of your extremely good fishing buffs to go ahead and last you that whole entire month and then some, without spending anything. It depends on what you're looking for, to be honest with you. Like, if you're fishing for the titles, the energy, the chance at the high amount of money, you know, you got Aquala's Eye, you have Grana. If you're looking for just the flat rate, consistent money, I would go with any of the 30-10 spots, like Velia Beach being number 1. You have Sawson Garrison. Next spot would be Aquala's Eye for the constant money. But that's a little on the lower end, which is where the whole, you know, needing higher mastery, if you're going for the, you know, titles and shit, will come from. But if you have mastery, if you have the higher mastery, any spot that has any of the red grade fish is your oyster. If you're lower on the mastery, stick to Valley Beach. Valley Beach, Aquala's Eye, Artemis Lake, or Lake Flondor, and under Grana's Bridge. You see, you can even do, I'm trying to think of other places that you can get a decent amount of reds without having a high amount of mastery, just because the percentage is pretty decent. You have to look on BDalytics' map to really figure out like all of the 30-10 areas that you should be fishing in. But keep in mind, they are the most exhausted because of the fact that you are guaranteed, you know, a red more times than not. Moondust, I recommend trying out the fishing contest every night you go AFK. I recommend you at least try it out like every night. Don't sit there and set up a day for trying to get the whole contest, but set up a night. Set up a night, and I can almost guarantee you, like, if you sit there and designate a night for each little spot, you can at least get 1 ranking, and at least 1 ranking up there from 300 and above can make you 1 bill for doing absolutely nothing. I managed to get me a good 3.5 bill in just the gold bars and all that for absolutely nothing. You tried harpooning but never caught anything. Are you using the bigger boats like the frigate, the Caravel, the Carrack, you know, that line, the Bartali sailboat and above, that might be the issue. You're not allowed to do harpoon fishing on anything bigger than the fishing boat. Go in a cog. Anyone's smack my buffs. Oh, I plan to. I plan to just because I have the ability to. Like, why not? YOLO. Just like with my training. Like, I can go ahead and pop all of my training buffs on repeat for the whole entire month and not even bat an eye. I can run my windmill, my stupid little Corsair Zora and all that shit. Like, great times. Great times. All because I went ahead and chose to get the buffs and the items and shit like that instead of I gotta get the money. Money's great and all. It's just, you know, I kind of need other things more so than the actual money, especially with my subs about to expire. Gotta collect 50 more of that. Selling all of those elixirs from the last time. No one wanted to buy my mastery elixir, so we're hoping that, you know, I can get all of them sold today. Yeah, at least doing the AFK fishing session every night should go ahead and get you ranked up enough to get yourself at least the gray box. And no, you do not have to have the mastery to get ranking. You don't have to have the mastery to get the higher fish, like the higher weighted fish. You don't have to have the fishing level or the fishing gear. It's all completely RNG. You just have to be able to fish and hope for the best. You know, maybe fish before the contest is done to ensure your odds of actually getting ranked. But other than that, the weight of your fish is basically determined by a random number roll. Maybe you'll get a big one, maybe you won't. It's kind of like dating. All right, I'm done. I'm at 102 energy. Let me double check the time that I have. And there's a thunderstorm on its way too. All right, so 3. I got at least an hour left. We're good. We're making good time. But yeah, like I was telling you guys, I'm just trying to find a game where I can life skill, do my gathering, my crafting, socialize, and not have to worry about needing to min-max and be the best of the best. I have to have a subscription and or there's a pay-to-win method to go out there and do everything that I am sitting here spending my time trying to grind my ass out for. Like, it's just hard. It's very, very, very hard. My options are very limited. Like, I got BitCraft Online, obviously. I'd have to get the sub for my EVE Online for any of the life skill and shit like that to actually matter. Palia, yeah, it's kind of online, but it's kind of not. I mean, it's like Stardew, but you know, I have time in it. It's just I'm on the fence on it because the player base is not exactly the best, like the most. Like, neither is BitCraft Online, so you know, it's not even like really hindering me. I don't know, I'm on the fence with it. No, you can only use the cog, fishing boat, or like the raft. You cannot be on anything like the Bartali sailboat or higher. Bigger boats will not do harpooning. You'll stand there and stand there and stand there and stand there, and you will not be able to do anything. You have to be on a cog or a fishing boat, which I have my fishing boat over there in Velia, so I can go ahead and do my contest fishing. Deadass, like, when it comes to the contest, I try to make sure that I'm on my fishing boat to at least try to level up my little fishing totem. Because again, I'm running out of things to do. And I know, go after the ebb and null and blah, blah, blah. It's just, I don't have motivation for it. And I'll chip away at it as I chip away at it. It's just, you know, like, there's really no progression anymore. Ooh, I'm tapping things. Ooh, great. It doesn't really do much for my life skills. Like, my buffs will go ahead and take care of it. I was able to hit 3K without even having the PEN Preonne. So, you know, like, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. Really hope any type of real life skill content comes out with this whole year of updates and blah blah blah. They should make a harpoon shipwreck. Yeah, they should, but they have never done that, and or they have no motivation to do that, and or update harpooning. And that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Like a meaningful life skill update, not just a little quality of life. I'm gonna change around a number in the database or check this box. And no, I like rework harpooning, you know, rework I don't know, any of the other untouched aspects of any of the life skills. Like fucking Lucario gathering, like what the fuck is that shit? Like fix that. No one cared about it. No one likes it. No one still likes it. Like even after you updated the rewards, like no one's going out of their way to Lucario gather. Like when was the last time you went out and Lucario gathered? When was the last time you had any motivation to Lucario gather? It's like, eh. And you have so many games that you can go ahead and borrow from. You can go ahead and give us a fucking dollar store version of it or anything, and you choose not to. Like, look at all of Arcade, all of their life skills. Look at New World. Hell, look at New World and their life skills, and yet, you know, you're not going to take anything from that. Hell, dare I say, look at Chrono Odyssey and their buggy ass, like, and you're still not going to do anything about it. Like, I just need something to do. I need something to sink my time into, and throwing money into Crons to go ahead and tap up my Preonne is not it. Yeah, that's the whole entire reason why you're just standing around waiting. They look at the big boat and they're like, we don't like big shadows because we think it's a blue whale. So if you go in a smaller boat, they should be more comfortable and you should be like getting more bites. Let's work on fishing by promoting more AFK fishing. That's exactly what the loyal player base wants. More AFK activity. And people were sitting there complaining about in BitCraft Online, everything takes too long to gather and craft and blah, blah, blah. Clearly, you have not seen Black Desert Online. Clearly, you have not sat there and tried to sit there and put time into the actual life skilling. You probably looked at the mob grinding and the PvP and was like, yeah, that's the overall impression. Like, sit there and cook. I beg you, like, sit there and cook for the Imperial turn-ins that you need for the day and tell me, like, which one's faster. They're on the same fucking playing field. One just has prettier graphics and 11 years of content. That's all. That's the only difference. But yeah, I'm at that point. I was legitimately looking down the Steam charts at what games are actively being played, and I'm starting to come down to the conclusion of, like, a lot of these numbers are just fucking they're either not showing how many there are, and I'm not talking about like the normal launcher, you know, the Game Pass and everything. We all know that. I'm just saying, like, a lot of the games that we're playing that seem like they're dying, you run around and they don't look like they're dying. You know what I mean? They feel pretty alive, pretty bussin'. You know, like, oh, RuneScape 3 is dead and no one plays it. And then you log in and there's like so many people playing around. So I'm like, I don't know if I should be basing it off of the Steam charts anymore, if I should actually like just start looking for the life skilling, which is why I'm going around and looking, seeing what there is to offer in terms of like community and gathering and crafting. Just need something. I need something to scratch that arcade itch. That's what I think I just lost connection there for a moment. I do apologize if I lost our stream. You can double check. Probably did. All right, we should be back. But yeah, like cooking in real life is like when you're at or cooking in the game is like when you're a 5-star chef. You can't afford to make the food or eat the food or order the food, and you get to make it every fucking day. You know how to make it. You know how to. You can smell it. You can't taste it, but you can watch other people eat it. It's not fun. All right, Twitch should be back up. And hello, Forrest. What's up? What's up? We need more crossplay because console is dying. You can't do crossplay with console. Unfortunately, console is not on a 1-to-1 parity, so it's unfair for them. It's really, really unfair for them, and they don't have a lot of the features. Like I said, they're not on a 1-to-1 parity. If anything, they're on a 0.3 to 1 parity to what we have here. It's like trying to crossplay with the mobile version. You just can't. And yeah, no, console is going to be dying because they're purposely killing it. They're not putting out the updates quick enough. The 1-to-1 parity updates that matter, you know, for the console. So yeah, no one wants to play anything that, you know, PC players are having a better time at. Like, why would you want to play something that is 3 years behind the PC version when you can jump on the PC version and be up to date, get anything current when it comes out? Like, no one wants to do that. You know, for those who are limited, you have no other choice. But for those who have that option, they're jumping ship. Like, people would rather go out and get a shit fucking Alienware to go ahead and play the game than they would go and even play the Game Pass version for free. Prolibus, make sure it stays like that. You're AFK fishing while in work, made 1.7, got a turtle too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And if you didn't get that turtle, you would have only made 220 mil. But at least you made that money, right? At least you got it. But yeah, while I'm processing, I'm gonna rant to you guys basically about, you know, my mindset that I've been going through recently. Because like, I'm not really the type of player that really cares about bragging about, you know, the numbers. I don't really care about, you know, trying to be the best of the best on the ranking or anything like that. I personally try to find games that I can go ahead and live my life in. I play the games as an escape from real life, you know. When was the last time that you can go wake up in the morning and have everything peaceful? You can slay dragons, you can go interact with anyone without, you know, anyone getting mad or blah blah blah. You can live your life in a fantasy world untouched from like the drama and the politics and everything. And like, there's not a lot of games like that anymore, especially with the gathering and the crafting. You know, I'm running out of things to do here. It's a beautifully crafted world, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of life skills, there's a lot of content to do, but I've been playing for 11 years now. I've been playing for 11 years straight. I've been playing since the game came out on NA. Like, I'm running out of like any type of activity to do. Like, it sucks. Like, yeah, cool, they threw in the Preonne gear, ooh yeah, but that's not a real sense of progression. Like, I'm just throwing in money for fucking stones for a tap. Like, I don't really find that enjoyable or meaningful or anything of the such. Like, It's not like how in RuneScape you have to go ahead and grind out your skill in order to equip this. You need to grind out your skill in order to go ahead and equip that. You know, it's not like that. There's no real meaning in it. And once you hit G50, there's nothing after that. There's no reward for hitting G51. There's no reward for getting that ranking other than who bragging rights, numbers go big, but there's no incentive. Like, I mean, I'm not that type of player that really cares and all about the ranking. I don't know if that whole animo will get me completely hooked. That's why I'm trying to find a game. I don't care if it's new, old, whatever it is, but it has to have that gathering, that crafting, and not the gathering crafting that gets capped off once you unlock dungeons and raids, and that's the only thing that you'll ever have to do with your gathering crafting, and it goes and falls by the wayside. No, no, no. Like, I want to for what, Queen? Like what? Like, what do you mean? Like, in terms of like this game or just in general? Like I said, like the G51, there's nothing after that. Our bonuses stop at G50. The mastery, I can hit 3K without even going up and leveling my or enhancing my Preonne. So like now the mastery is now null and void. The whole tapping Preonne, I don't really care for, you know. Like, fuck, I'm over there making Manos. Okay. Oh, kind. Okay, so to give a little context, I've been playing the game for 11 years. I've been playing the game for 11 years. Like, I'm at that point where I'm running out of anything to really do, like anything meaningful to do in the game. I'm at that wall to where it's just throwing real money into something to be able to accomplish anything that really doesn't matter, because other avenues will go ahead and accomplish the same exact thing without, you know, really bothering. Yeah, TNL gathering was like extremely fucking stupid, but you know, I'm looking for games like BitCraft Online, you know, something I can work with others, I can play with others. The economy is tied to the players, and I don't like, I would play EVE Online, but I need the sub for it. You know, I need the sub for it in order to really care, and there's such a bad power creep on it at this point where miners don't really get the money. I'd have to join PvP and a giant corporation that doesn't really do anything. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. I got it for being a partner back in the day. Like 2 years ago. Now at this point, yeah. Probably last year. But yeah, like I need something to where I can actually work with the community. I can feel like I belong in the world. The world is healthy, the world is moving, and it's not just sitting in a town, like a lobby, waiting for your dungeon to pop, or waiting for a certain day for a raid. Like I'm just trying to find a game. Like I said, I have Palia that I can go ahead and play, the BitCraft Online. Those are two that are, you know, like online. I have old school RuneScape and RuneScape 3. It's just they don't really have that gathering crafting. I mean, numbers go up, cool, great. I do like how you have to get better skills to go ahead and unlock the better gear and all. It's just, I don't know, it's not really motivating for me. Like, don't get me wrong, like for RuneScape 3, before I was told that it was the shitty version and no one wants to play that version and everything, I was pretty far. I was about to hit what, 60 or 70 on my skills and shit like that. Like, I did put a lot of time in that one. And yeah, I did put time in Palia. I haven't played it since their last little update, but it's not exactly like the online that I was hoping it would be, you know, like how BitCraft Online is, where anyone can just run up to you, talk to you, they can run up to your town, interact with it, they could build there, build here, you know. I kind of like that vibe. And Pax Day, that one failed miserably. That was going to be my go-to before Throne and Liberty until the day early access dropped, and within 48 hours they basically lost half to almost all of their player base. Not even like a slow trickle. I'm talking you pulled the tourniquet off and watched the patient bleed out. Like, it was bad. They got a little resuscitation, but nope. I've done Final Fantasy. The last time I played Final Fantasy was right after the Heaven Sword expansion came out, and I, started leveling up the Astrologian class. But yeah, I did play it. I was a StarCrafter. I enjoyed it. It's just, again, the gathering and the crafting gets overshadowed by the dungeons and the raids, and it's no fun. Like, when you go into the world and you're like, I'm gonna be a crafter, I'm gonna go ahead and build shoes and everything, and then you're told, oh, one, your shoes, fuck your shoes. Two, you have to go out and kill things instead of being a gatherer and crafter. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to be a ruthless fucking murderer and blah, blah, blah. Like, I just wanted to bake bread, man. What if I'm a pacifist? Like, no, you have to do the dungeons. You have to, like, it's just hard to find a game where it's just chill. I can choose to interact with the PvE, or I can choose to actually, just live my life. Like Albion. Albion is a great way to go ahead and show, like, the gathering, the crafting matters. You can either choose to do the PvP, the PvE, or, you can just stick to the gathering and the crafting. It's just, I don't like the control scheme, and I'm just so far behind. It's just no point in logging in other than the rewards if I'm paying for the sub or anything like that, which I'm not going to pay. It's very hard to beat. It's hard to compete. It's very, very hard to compete. We're not even talking about, like, you know, an up and coming runner for killing it. No. We're just talking about trying out, just going for the tryouts. It's a very, very hard thing to do. Right now in our competition, we have. So, with that being said, it's just one of those things where I'm gonna have to do some, like, research and figure out, like, what I really want to put some time and effort into. Like, if I really want to just stick with, like, doing Eve Online and paying for the sub, or trying my luck with, like, Ultima Online, just going to RuneScape, old school RuneScape. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to mentally, like, do some gymnastics, and if push comes to shove, I will just ask you find people what I should do. I'll make a poll, get that all figured out. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real fast. I will be right back, but I'm gonna continue thinking about it. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So all you do is life skill because you're too old for PvP. Yeah, I just never really enjoyed PvP. I never really enjoyed it. You know, it's just not really fun for me. I like building, I like crafting. I like just getting lost in the game world. You know, and best way to put it, like just getting lost completely in the world. You know, life fucking sucks. Going around and all you get on the news is like be scared, be scared, be scared. You have to buy this, you have to go ahead and do that. Like I just like to go ahead and get lost in a video game and not have to sit there and worry about a lot of the shit going on around me, you know? House is on fire, but as long as I have that good video game to keep me going, it's all fine, right? But again, you know, like it's just hard to find games like that anymore. It's very, very, very hard. And then when it comes to actually finding the games, it's hard to find one that has the population to actually make your actions meaningful. Like a lot of them will be so dead that you'll occasionally not see, or you'll occasionally see someone, but usually you probably won't see anyone. You know, I kind of don't want to jump into a dead game. You know, I don't want to jump in when there's only 300 people around and there's like the capability of holding at least 20,000 players in the world easily without even running into each other. Like that's kind of a little bit too much real estate to be running around looking for people, and not all of them are on at the same time or in the same place. So it's like extremely dead. That's something that I'm trying to avoid too. I have to go out and I have to find something that's relatively packed, that you know the gathering crafting is just a little bit more meaningful. And I put a lot of time into a lot of many different like types of MMOs and stuff to really get myself a feel, and a lot of them they just don't, all of them don't compare to the Black Desert, to the Black of the Desert. Like Arcade again, it tried, it was really up it was a contender, and they killed it on the beta 4, and they put the final nail in the head in the coffin on a release. So now I'm just casually waiting, casually searching. Like Albion, I don't like the controls and I'm so far behind, and that's another thing. Like if the gathering, the crafting is like good, but it's behind on, or I guess falls behind on the dungeons and to the raids and shit. Like if you jump in late, there's really no point in gathering crafting. There's no materials to buy. No one's really gonna help you with the crafting because, or the gathering, because why? I didn't have to do that for like 5 years. Like I'm not gonna go help you, you fucking noob. Like it's a hard choice. It's a very, very, very hard choice, but I got time in every one of the like the bigger MMOs. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. If you look at, all right, say BitCraft Online, they're more community oriented. You look at RuneScape, they're more, we have to grind out big number, you know, that PvE, mainly the PvE and dungeons and shit like that, you know, and the whole reason why all of the World of Warcraft players are heading over to fucking RuneScape. Like you look at us, we started like a nice little pie PvP, PvE, life skilling, and then now it's just PvE and PvP. We get a little love every once in a while, but not really much of anything. The most we get is like a couple ideas of maybe what you might want to do kind of sort of in the near possible future. And maybe if those plans stay exactly how we say, because a lot of times they'll fuck it up. Now, no one really likes to life skill. Like the community is so small. Like everyone on EU, they love their life skills. Everyone over here, they kind of don't. I don't want to start a new account for the community that I'm kind of looking for. And even with that, we don't have anything community driven here. Like, the game isn't... Black Desert is a solo MMO. Like, it's a solo MMO. Like, there's no way to put it. You get games like Ultima Online, it's community driven, story or sandbox where you make your own story. You had games like Arcade where same shit. I think there was a story. I don't know if there was a story. I can't really remember the story. I was mainly more focused on going out there and gathering and crafting. You know, New World had a great idea. They had a great beginning, and then they poorly executed it. Kind of like how Chrono Odyssey decided to copy and paste the exact same woes and tribulations. Hold on, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I did, and I want it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed it when I was running, but your boy is gonna go get it. Come on, be a good one. Be a good one. Yeah, if we had more community-driven events or anything like in the form of being able to play with the community in the game, like maybe it'd be a different feeling, but there's no real group activities in the guild. There's no real group activities when it comes to the life skills. Like, if you look at Lost Ark, they had group activities that you can do with your guild in terms of life skills. You know, you can't even cook at someone else's house in this game. Like, they dropped the ball on it being community or being a community game, and it's more just a solo online with others. It's kind of like running out there in Destiny. You know, you have your little hub where everyone hangs out in, but you know, you run out there, you occasionally see players that are doing their own thing, but they don't really interact with you. You know, same shit, different game. The solo with other experience, and I don't want it. I'm tired of it. I want something community driven. And I'm not talking like in Guild Wars where you follow a train with everyone through the zones to, you know, get a cosmetic or anything like that. I have my caps lock on. And you're a bad one, you motherfucker. I need Delashin to exchange these for the breaths for the sharps. And let's find out how much money we've made. Warehouse. I don't want to auto sort anything in yet. Not yet. That's about it. Everything else is like pretty much duds. All right, so for the sharps, we'll start out the sharps. Almost a bill. Go ahead and throw it up. So 768. Not sure if these will be able to be sold, but that'll put us up to our... do I wanna... I'll hold off on that. Then do 3.5 and 499.4. There, that'll make that whole bill back for the day. That's that done, and I don't have to worry about anything. I can go ahead and keep those for my enhancing purposes, and wham bam, thank you, ma'am. At least we were able to make back the bill a day, right? And obviously that's going to be changing when I lose the whole ability to go ahead and post up anything in the central market. But I'll think of other ways to make that money, just so I'm not, just going around and doing nothing in the game. And it puts us up to 6. We got 47, 14. It's fine. It is fine by me. Check our little workshops, make sure everything is working. Check. Open storage. Yeah, I switched out products, so I'm getting 3 different ones made up now. Oh, any transports going? No, so let's see if we can't get any more transports out. Send that out to Buckpo and see if this will go ahead and be enough. 4K, it's cutting it close, but I need to get more resources over here for them to go ahead and start working again. Why are you guys not working? Yeah, they need more resources, which is fine. We'll go ahead and get that all done up. There. That's the whole amount there. Gotta get the fine hard sold. We have no more energy, which is a-okay. Back to what I was doing. Got idle. It's 800, which is not going to be enough for the wagon or to justify. 600, not enough. Let's try. They need to go back to working. They need to go back to working. They don't have enough. Ooh, let's find out. Let's see. What can you make up? Do you guys have enough fish for anything? Dried mullet. What do you guys have? 700, 400, 900. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. And it's like probably 90. Then it'll be 70. We'll start with that for now. Let's go ahead and get those started. For them, I'm going to need more wood. I'm running out of that, but I do have the maple here, so Jartuga can switch off to making the snowfield to the maple, much like with Velia. Velia is going to be making up their fur and their octopus. Check. Wait, flesh. I don't have the lead. I need lead. I'm pretty sure I have lead over here in Keplen. Or no, I'm using all my lead. Sad, sad day. Oh well. Alright, next. Before we leave, I'm gonna go ahead and try to tap up something. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna try our luck with some enhancing really fast. Alright, we'll try. See which ones need to be repaired less. So we'll try the Alchemist. We'll try Hunters. We'll do round robin. See if we can't repair these up and try our luck. Something to end out on, you know. Alright, let's repair. See, 40, 30, 90. We'll start with you. No, we don't have any. Just another day of tapping. It won't be 100, but it'll be fine. Oh, here goes nothing. See what we can get today. Alright, so we have no real goal. We're just tapping to tap, and we're gonna see if we can't get a try or something. Something good out of this. We're gonna go ahead and skip. Nothing. Nothing. I have enough stones for this. Really? Seriously. The enjoyment for mana tapping so here. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Clearly my luck is gone today. Clearly, I have no luck. Real, I have no words. At least we got one. I already know it. Oh, should we try it? Should we try our luck? I got 12 out of 15. It's looking real brutal over here. Okay, we're gonna raw tap it. With my luck. Told you, with my luck. Just go ahead. Just end it off. Just destroy it. Ah, oh, that was brutal. Just tap it, it goes. It's alright. It's not like it was my main gear. Just tapping for fun. So I told you, like, I'm running out of things to do. And yeah, the reason why, Lucas, is probably because it's the harpoon fishing. Should probably switch to that and find out. Look on Videolytics at the spear fishing table. Or the harpooning. So the aggregate is tied to the tier of whichever grade. So if you look at your pry, they share the same little aggregate attempts. 2 and 8, 2 and 8, 2 and 8, 2 and 8, and then, you know, the silver embroidered will go ahead and share their own little attempts with the with each other, except for the fine horse. Fine horse has their own attempts that, you know, you have to go through. Like with your Logia, they have their own separate little chances for their green grade, and the blue grade has their own little separate chances too. I personally stick to auto pathing over here in Duvenkroon. Usually you're not harassed by anyone, so you're able to go ahead and just continuously AFK without any type of murder. Just make sure your region doesn't like to murder your AFK horsemen. But I know another popular one is over here in Heidel. You can go ahead and set up a little loop to go all the way around, or you can just stick to the town. Califion is another good one, but I stick to Duvincron. So you could kill Duro on one, then tap the second. Yeah, fundamentally, if you have... That's why I keep going through and I round robin tap all of my manas, because they all share the same one, the aggro essence, whichever their grade is. So if like you're trying for that tet, you know, I can go ahead and round robin 5 of these and eventually I'll get that tet. You know, if you're trying for the pen, eventually out of all of them, you will get that one. Just like your silver embroidered, they all share the same one. So like what I did with my traders, I threw in all of the +4 pity attempts to go ahead and get that +5. I used the, you know, whichever was available in the market, which one was easier to go ahead and manufacture in the costume mill, and just kept feeding in the attempts. Just kept feeding it in, feeding it in, feeding it in. Also, which spot is the best to buy the pearl stable slots? Any of the main capitals like Heidel, Calpheon, or Duvincron. My personal favorite is Duvincron to get any of them because they have the highest amount of stable slots that you can get free. And that goes ahead and plays into when you're going and buying the stable slots from the pearl shop. And yeah, Valencia is the cheapest. You'd have to check to see how many stable slots that it gives you, but I know Duvincron will give you 5 for the 5 contribution. So basically, you're getting one stable per contribution. I don't stick to Land of the Morning Light Volo. All of my training and capturing I will do over here in Duvincron. The NA has like calmed down so much that I don't have to travel far anymore. It's back to the original way, and one, it's kind of sad because it shows you like the lack of interest in training, but at the same time, it, you know, keeps me going out there and do the training. So, you know, I just stick over there. It works out for me. You know, if it works out for you, you know, stay over there. But it doesn't for me. Bam, bam, ba, boom. We got like 20 minutes, so I'll go ahead and show you what I mean. Oh, wait, did I have to collect? No, I didn't. No, I didn't, but I will have to train them, but I will get rid of you guys just to go ahead and open up my stable. So let's go ahead and get you traded out. And get you traded out. And you. Can you only transport horses that you capture in a area to Land of the Morning? You can transport horses anywhere. Oh, for training, yeah, for training, yeah, Land of the Morning Light is one of the best places because no one goes out there, and a lot of the areas are safe zones. So I originally had a little spot over in Buckpo that I was just, or not Buckpo, the Butte County, and just looping. It's just, in order for me to have my wagon over there, I had to sacrifice the wharf that I had over there collecting all of the blueprints, and then I changed that out for the stables over in the actual Butte County, and then I realized I can go ahead and exchange those stables for a factory, and Dubin just still has the most amount of fucking horses there. Like, still. Where, in Land of the Morning Light? I keep all of the horses that are over level, whatever, level 14 or level 15. Well, skiddly do and cuckoo could fucking chew. I forgot to go ahead and grab you. Look at that. T7. Caught a blue shark with harpoon. Oh, yeah, that means you're in the wrong table. If you're catching the blue whale, instant wrong table. I think the only other fish that you can get over in the ghost whale area is going to be the black dolphin, I think it is. Or the giant squid. Either way, if you get that one, you're wrong one. What kind of horse are you? What kind of horse are you, Stevie? You're a bad one that I'm going to get rid of. You're a bad one. And you know, I'm going to be picky. I am going to be motherfucking picky over here. Yeah, that's why I don't really bother with any other areas. I will just stick to Duvenkroon and call it a day. People have been so put off of the whole, oh, you're in the killer whale. I thought you were talking about going for the ghost whale. But yeah, hey, at least you got it though. Originally, it used to be the Requiem shark, but they changed it to the blue shark. Damn, I was kind of hoping I'd be picky, but the pickiness kind of outdid me. Dud, dud, and dud. Dud, duddy, dud. Yeah, Imperial Delivery. I do the breeding. Okay, so here's what I do. I keep all of the horses that are level 15 or higher. I go ahead, I breed them out. Like if I'm doing my active like training when I'm trying to be like here on stream, I'm going to sell everything, instant sell, anything from 14 and below. I'm going to start the breeding on anything 15 and above. Once their breeding attempts are all gone, then I'm going to go ahead and Imperial deliver them so I get the extra money. Look at that. We got another T7. And yeah, Forrest, you can register your horses to the wagon as long as you have the open stable slots. If you do not have any room in your stables, you cannot register. And you can only register however many slots are on your wagon. So take the Forest Path wagon. There's 4 slots. I can only capture the 4, register it to the wagon, and I have to bring another one right behind me to go ahead and register manually into the stable. If I only have 1 stable slot and I go out there to try to tame 2, I can only put 1 on the wagon, and the other one will have to follow behind me until I can open up that stable slot. What do I do with the fowls? I will go ahead and, depending on if they're T8 and I need the training, like the, I don't have any extra horses from earlier, I will go ahead and just train them up and, you know, go and breed them up, do the whole the whole process all over again. But if I have too many horses in the stable from the breeding attempts and everything from being active, then I'm selling all of them. I'm selling all of them and I'll go ahead and be active again. Like, watch, I'll show you. So these 2, they're instantly sold off once I get back to the stable. It's a lot easier to go ahead and get the experience for doing the active capturing and just getting them right out of the stable so you can go out and do more. I'm just being picky right now to go ahead and show you guys like why I don't even bother going to any other location to do my horse training and all over here on NA, because like people are so put off from the training because I think it's dead. You know, I'm just showing you like, hey, I got 2 T7s just for channel changing. Haha, I did it. Yeah, so to go ahead and show you, check them in, and because these are below the 14s, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them. As you can see with my stable, I have a pretty decent amount. At partial costume. I don't have the head, but I do have the actual like costume, so there's that. But yeah, I'm still trying to gear up my little alt trainer. It's something to go ahead and do my AFK training on. You know, I really don't do the active training with her, but I'll go ahead and do my AFK with her. Hell yeah, thank you for the fucking follow. You're fucking amazing, Brian. But yeah, I'll normally do that, and go ahead, we can throw the money in our central market. And that's how you basically can stay active while doing your horse training and getting a lot of money, and also leveling up your training. Like, this can be done at any training. All you need is basically like 2k, get your sugar made up, get your ropes from the stable keep, and wham bam thank you ma'am, you are printing up money. That's why I'm going ahead and building her up separately. Like, my shy can go ahead and do it all, a lot more mastery, all that good shit. But to be honest with you, that mastery mainly really comes in with I guess for right now, until they go ahead and merge everything. The breeding, I'm using the master, or I guess the training experience from the mastery clothes. So I'm not really worried about mount experience. I'm not really worried about the mounts leveling on this alt. This one is mainly just power leveling my training. I don't really care about it. That's why I'm getting the Preonne. Yeah, breeding. So the higher your mastery is with your breeding, the higher chances of getting a different type of, or a higher tier horse. So if you look at it, let's go with our 2 T6s here. So if you're looking at, say, we'll go with mount level 15s. Let's go with 15s, okay? Now, as you can see, you have a 0.8% chance on the Imperial Steed, 2.2 at the highest for your T6s, 1.4 T7, no chance for the T8s. You enter your mastery. Now, if you take a look, let's say most people will normally have like 1600. So that'll go ahead and increase your odds. Now, the higher your mastery goes, the higher chances you'll get at getting a higher tier. So if we're going to go with mine, let's go with the 2.3k. The 2.3k will get you, again, higher rates. Now, your mastery with the increasing the chances will also determine how high you'd have to go ahead and level up the horses before you get the max chances of your Imperial Steed. So I think for me, it would be 20. Let's see. I think it'd just be the 24. Or no, I'd have to go all the way up. But for me to knock out all of the T6s, I'd have to start from like 20. Whereas you'd have, or I guess not 20, 21 probably. No, 22. Damn. Yeah, 23 and 22. Whereas if you only have like, say, 1800, you still have that chance of getting the T6. So 2k mastery, you drop down the chance of getting a T6. So the higher your mastery, when you're breeding, the higher chances of getting the higher tier, and the less needing to level up all the way to the cap, which I do recommend always leveling up to 30 if you guys are trying to go for the most money that you can get on the Imperial trading and the highest chances of getting your Imperial Steed. I think for mine, let me check to see what the highest chances, the highest level I need for that. Okay, so 27. Okay, so 28 and 28 instead of the full 30. And then if you're looking at, say, any of you guys with the full 3K, that can be dropped down to probably 26. Okay, so level 27. You get the drift. So yeah, that's why I'm only using her, and it's only for the power leveling training instead of trying to power level the whole mount training or doing the whole breeding. When I want to do the breeding, I'll go ahead, jump on my shy, come over here, start the initial breeding if it's really that important. If, you know, if it's really not that important, I know I'm just going to be throwing T6s out at the wind. I'm going to be on this alt, just throwing the T6s into the wind and hoping one of them will give me the Lumaloft lamp. But I'm going to go ahead and, unfortunately, I have to end this off. I have to go start cooking, cleaning, getting everything set up for the family, all that good shit. But I will be back on to do more of our BitCraft online, getting our settlement. I'm going to attempt to get more of the materials together for the settlement upgrade. And I'm thinking I'm going to take a trip out to the marketplace to get a better chest piece if I can afford it. But keep your eyes peeled for that. I hope you guys are enjoying your week in Black Desert. Hopefully you guys got some good life scaling, mob grinding, and or enhancing done. If you guys are watching me over there on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, turn on all those notifications so you don't miss out on when I go live. I get any new content whenever Black Desert decides to post any new life scaling fucking content in an update. Or just any cool shorts and things. I have the pen attempt that I'm going to go ahead and post up, and just that whole entire Manos tapping endeavor that I really don't want to have to relive. But I think I'm going to go and edit it down and post it up for you guys. So there should be that. If you guys are watching me over there on Twitch, be sure to follow me so you guys also know when I go live. And I'm going to try to post up on the story over there. Remember, 30 minutes, maybe an hour at the most. I will be back. We will be doing our BitCraft online. I hope you guys are enjoying your day again. And huge shout out to all of my channel members and my subbies over there on YouTube. You guys are fucking amazing. Huge shout out to all of my followers and my channel members over there on or subbies over there on Twitch. You guys are also fucking amazing. And huge shout out to all of you guys just coming in here. I could not do this without you guys. I kind of don't exactly get to socialize without, you know, coming online. So huge shout out to all of you guys. But I have to go now. So I will be seeing you guys in an hour. Keep gathering out there, everyone.